Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Heavy Metal Devils. I'm Danny, and this is going to be the match preview for Burnley versus Manchester United this Saturday away at Burnley at 8 p.m. Got us a late one this weekend, guys. Looking forward to it. It's been a rough time for us Manchester United fans the last few weeks. But I'm hoping this could be the game we bounce back in. And just before we get into this preview, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for good luck. We need all the good luck we can get, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get going. Anyway, Burnley versus Manchester United this weekend. This is a big game. Normally, a game against Burnley, we wouldn't really care about. But, we've had 3 losses in a row now. Arsenal, Brighton, Bayern Munich. So we need to win. This is a must-win game, guys. This is becoming must-win territory now. A lot of questions will be beginning to ask of Ten Hag, of the squad, of everything now, if we don't win this game. Personally, I'm not asking questions of Ten Hag. He can lose the next 4 or 5 games. I still want him as manager. But will the club keep him as manager? I don't know. But anyway, let's just get into, some team talk. We'll talk about Manchester United in just a bit, but let's start with a bit of Burnley talk. I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't watch a lot of Burnley. Never really been a big Burnley fan. And every time I think of them, I just think of Sean Dyche and a 4-4-2, big boys, long balls, big crosses into the box, everything like that. That's all I think when I, think of when I think of Burnley. Think of. Anyway, but now they've got Vincent Company at Burnley. He's been there for about a year now, I think, just over a year. And he's trying to get them to play like how Manchester City plays. They absolutely rolled over the competition in the championship last year, playing a very high possession, loads of passes, playing like Manchester City if Manchester City were in the championship. So scored loads of goals. We actually played them last year. I believe it was in the FA Cup that we played them. I think it was the FA Cup. Yeah. I can't remember if it was the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. We beat, we kind of ran over them last year. They were trying to still play their style, didn't really adapt to a Premier League team, but they seem to be doing okay so far. They just came off a draw against Nottingham Forest the other day. I think that also resulted in a red card as well. I'm just trying to look for something here. I think that resulted in a red card, but they're doing okay. They did get their ass whooped by Tottenham. They also beat Nottingham Forest in the EFL Cup earlier. They're hanging on there. I don't know. I can see them going down, but I think it's going to be between them and Everton, who might go down later this year. I think Luton and Sheffield are a lock, but the other one, the last spot could be between Burnley and I'm going to say Everton. Everton look like crap, but this is not about Everton. It's about Burnley. But anyway, yeah, Vincent Kompany's been doing wonders with them, I think. He's been playing a really nice style of football. I'm not sure yet if that's going to translate to the Premier League with the quality and budget they have. I don't know if they can play that style and put that against teams like City, even a team like, Wolves or let's say Chelsea, Fulham. I think they'll kind of have their way with Burnley, so he might need to adapt a bit on the way they play. But it can be good to watch. Lots of passing. It does leave them open at the back to get scored on quite a bit. But nonetheless, he's done pretty well there, Vincent Kompany, and I'll give him a pat on the back or whatever he wants to his coaching. Looks to me that he could be a future Manchester City coach if he does understand the way of that style of play. So, yeah, I hope they keep playing that style against us. I think we'll have a good chance if they keep playing the way Vincent Kompany really wants them to play, because it does leave them quite exposed. So, we'll hope for that. Don't know too much about their starting lineup. We can have a look what their last starting lineup was against Nottingham Forest just the other day. I don't really ever watch them. So they had Foster up front, which I believe he's the one that got a red card. They got Trafford in goal, which is the goalie that they spent like 19 or 20 million on, who never played a game of Premier League football in his life. How Manchester City did that deal is beyond my mind. Roberts, Al, Dackhill, Bayer, Taylor, Brownhill, Coolin, Goodmanson on the right wing, Amdouni, and Kolasho. So I would assume it's going to be somewhat of the same. It's a 4-2-3-1 system they are playing. Most teams seem to be playing a version of a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 style play. So yeah, did pretty well. I think they had around like 86 pass completion. So you can see that he really wants them to be a passing team. But yeah, hopefully they continue to play like that and we can take advantage of the spaces they leave open behind them. Anyway, let's move on to Manchester United now. So Manchester United, I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you're a Manchester United fan. We've had a torrid start to the season. 2 wins out of 5, out of 6 now. But we'll say 2 wins out of 5 in the Premier League. Those 2 wins not looking convincing at all. And the losses look bad. I thought we did look okay in like the first half of the Arsenal game, but Brighton, we looked okay for the first 20 minutes until De Zerbi went, I see what they're doing, adjusted his tactics, and completely ran us over. Bayern Munich, look, I thought there was a lot of not a lot, but there were some positives in that game. Like Rasmus Højlund getting his first goal. I thought the first 30 minutes or so we looked quite good up until that Andre Onana shambles of a goal. I thought we looked like the better team, to be honest. I thought we looked really, really good, but at the same time, Bayern Munich never really got out of third or second gear. So who knows? I should actually say first gear, really. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. But on the positive side, guys, we've had a lot. Well, it's been negative. We've had a lot of injuries, but positive, a lot of them are coming back. I think Rafael Varane is slated to come back this game. Mason Mount is slated to come back this game, and I think Amrabat could come back into this game as well. I guess we won't find out until the presser tomorrow afternoon. So that should add a bit more confidence into our team, a bit more quality into our team as well, because I think people tend to forget how many injuries this team has. We have a starting 11 that's injured. What other team has a starting 11 that's injured? I see other pundits, other channels moaning about how Pep has 5 injuries and how is he going to cope with 5 injuries. Dude, we have an entire starting 11 injured at the moment. It's insane. I would say either injured or out, I would say, not suspended. No other team's dealing with this shit at the moment. But regardless, Ten Hag needs to get us playing better. We haven't seen anything this season really that says that we've improved. We can't defend. Our midfield keeps getting run over. But I'm going to put the midfield getting run over to us not having the midfielders we want. Eriksen just doesn't have it anymore, guys. He's good. He's going to be good against these teams like maybe Burnley, who I'm not expecting him to play right now during Burnley or start. But maybe teams against like Luton and Sheffield where we're trying to hold the ball, maybe Eriksen can come in. But these back and forth games, he just doesn't have the legs or physicality, the size or anything to put a tackle in. He doesn't have the energy anymore. It's just he cannot play. So that's why I'm hoping Mason Mount or Amrabat are back into the team. We need energy in the midfield. So Ten Hag's got to fix this, and if it's not the case, he's got to find a way to solve it. So this is a big game for him, guys. It is a must win. But yeah, anyway, I'm staying positive for this game, guys. I think we should have a bit more steel, and I think this is the game where I think we can knock a couple past Burnley. We just scored 3 against Bayern. We could score 3 or 4 against Burnley. So I hope we do it. But it's rough to stay positive and optimistic at the moment. So anyway, guys, should we get into my starting 11? It's a bit of a sketchy starting 11. This is all, coming down to if the injuries are are ready. Are they ready to play? But you know what? I'm going for it. Let's go. Anyway, at the back, Andre Onana. Yes, he had a big gaffe in that Bayern game, but he's a strong character. He's going to come back stronger, and he's had a pretty decent season so far. He's just look, guys. It's the most scrutinized position in a Manchester United squad is the goalkeeper. He'll be fine. Don't worry. On the right, we have none other than Diogo Dalot, and then center back, I see Raphael Varane coming back in. I think he was pretty much healed up for the Bayern game. Just he wanted to, keep him out just to keep him healthy for the Premier League this weekend. Next to him, Lisandro Martinez, and to the left, Sergio Reguilon, who's been having a sensational time so far. I had to apologize on my review last night because I was not excited for the signing, but Reguilon has been quite good, man. He looked really good in the last 2 games he started. So, yeah, I'll have him starting on that left back side. In the 6, I've got Casemiro, who looked a bit better, scored 2 goals in that Bayern game as well. And then, barring he's back from injury and ready to go, I've put Amrabat right next to Casemiro. And then Bruno to round out that midfield. This is all hoping that Amrabat is fit. I don't know if he is fit. I see that he is kind of back in training a bit, but last I heard he was training by himself. But who knows? Let's see if he is ready for this game. So if not, I think it's going to have to be Christian Eriksen, or they put Mason Mount in that spot. Actually, Mason Mount will go into that spot and have a different winger. Anyway, on the right, as you can see, I've put Mason Mount on the right. I think this is going to be a good decision. It gives us a bit more control. He knows how to play on the left, so let's try and stick him on that right because we can't move Marcus. Yeah, I think trying to stick Mason on that right, he's a right-footed guy. He can whip balls in for Højlund. And that just gives us a bit more control, a bit more energy on that right side, a bit more experience as well. On the left, obviously, Marcus Rashford. He needs to step it up as well. It was nice to see him feed a goal for Højlund during that Bayern game, but overall, I think his attitude needs to improve. His overall game just needs to be, improved. And I want to see Erik ten Hag take him off if he's not doing much. We have Garnacho, we have Pellistri, we have other guys that can play that role if Marcus Rashford's just not up to it. So I want to see that from Erik ten Hag. And then down the middle, of course, Rasmus Højlund got on the score sheet in his second start. To me, should have had 2 goals. I thought that one against Brighton should have been a goal as well, but those 2 goals were very similar. Had an excellent goal against Bayern. Happy that he got off on the mark. I think that was huge for him because you know how pundits and opposition fans are if you don't get off the mark almost straight away. So that's going to be my starting 11. I think that's a very, very good squad right there. The bench can be questionable. It has been until we're fully back from our injuries. It's going to look like a questionable bench. But I think this team could do a damn good job against Burnley and knock a few past them. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Would you swap out Mason Mount on the right, maybe put Pellistri back out there? But yeah, I don't know if Pellistri really showed us too much during that Bayern game. So I'm going to put Mason Mount out there for some more control and experience. Now, guys, whoop, whoop, whoop. Score prediction. I am going for a 4-1 prediction. They tend to leak goals. They're quite open. We do concede goals, but I'll say we'll concede 1 goal. Now that Raphael Varane is back, I think we'll look a bit better. This is all 4-1 is coming off the lineup that's right here if we can get our midfield, sorted out. So yeah, I'm going for a 4-1 win. I'd like to see Mason Mount get on the score sheet. Bruno, Rasmus, and Marcus get all on the score sheet. If not, 4 goals from Rasmus Højlund. Let's do it. Anyway, 4-1 is my score. Comment down below your score. Are you guys nervous for this game? I'm feeling pretty optimistic for this game. I'm looking forward to it. But anyway, that's all I got for you. That's the match preview for Burnley versus Manchester United this weekend. I might not see you after the game this time, but I'll do a review in the morning, if not the next day. And just by the way, guys, I am off to the U.S. next Thursday. So If there's not as much content coming out, I do apologize. I will be doing content out there, but it might not be as frequent as it is right now. But yeah, I'll be back after 2 weeks, so don't trip out. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Later.